Good girl, Skeeter. Yes, you are. You're a good baby girl. I'll put you right here in your box. Yep, your brother's coming up behind me. Yes, he is. Right now we got these boxes that are here in the way. Oh, no, you fell out. Poor girl. We got these boxes here in the way because they're kind of heavy and I don't feel like repeatedly lifting them up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to slide Skeeter back here, and I hope you can still see her. Yeah, you still can. And then right over here, we're going to put Boomer. Where's Boomer? Hey, where'd you go? Come here, you. There he is. We got him. All right. Welcome back to the Midday Q&A, also known as the Monday Mail Call. Today's the day where we open up all of our mail packages that we've gotten during the week. If you don't see something in here that you've sent, it probably just didn't get here soon enough in time for the video to be recorded. Right, Boomer? You going to be a good boy today? Are you going to be good? You going to be good, or are you going to shit all over the counter and try to hump me? No, come on, stay still. There you go, be a good boy. Give Daddy a hug. Give Daddy a hug. There you go. Anyways, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Plug that dingle bell. You get updates every time I upload a video. Don't forget to check out duckshit.net so you can see all of my new merch. Check that out. DuckmanCycles VW Garage hat. Can't really get it in the light. There it is. The light source is behind me, unfortunately, so I have to catch the reflection. But yeah, that's a DuckmanCycles hat, and it's custom curled by me, but they don't all arrive that way. You'd have to curl them on your own. If you want me to curl them, it's going to cost you more. If you're really curious about how much, you know, mail me independently. The email address is duckmancycles@duckshit.net. Right, boom? All right. Right after that intro, we're going to start busting open boxes. We got these two big ones right here. We've got an envelope, and we've got us a package from Canada, it looks like. Yeah, there it is. A couple of these, I know what they are. What are you eating? Don't you eat my stuff. This is car parts. You don't eat car parts. Here, you want to lick a battery? You can lick a battery if you want. No, get out of there. All right, we're going to have to make him go away. He's already misbehaving himself. Skeeter doesn't try to eat everything. No, you don't. You just kind of chill out because you're a good little bird. Yes, you are. But this one here, no, he is a damn monster. All right, well, right after the intro, we'll be back. Thanks for watching. Alright everybody, thanks for sticking around. Of course we got Boomer right here trying to help out, but he's just going to be more in the way than anything. Yeah, because he's a brat. He's a brat. Yes, you are. You're a big old brat. You're being really good right now. You're letting me snuggle up to you. Yeah. Oh, and you're even pushing through. Yeah, this is good ducky hugs. Daddy ducky hugs? Yeah, you never do this. You're hammering it up for the camera now, aren't you? He's actually pushing himself into my grip. Really out of the ordinary. Usually he's pulling away and he's trying to snap onto me with his beak and then hump. Well, you guys have watched the videos. He's always lunging at me. He's being good right now. Then we got Skeeter over here. Skeeter's a sweetheart, right, Skeeter? You don't hurt nobody. Yeah, I'm turning you around because you were facing the wrong way. You can't see nobody. You can't see nobody. And she's still kind of off the camera. I guess we'll reposition it. But first, we're going to take Boomer, and we're going to put him down because these parts that are coming out of these boxes, I know what some of these things are. They're going to be kind of big and heavy, and I'm a little worried about doing damage to his little duck body. But Skeeter, however, she behaves herself, so we're just going to push her back out of the way. All right, Boomer, you go ahead and go back to your box, all right? Go lay down. Go ahead. Go lay down. Go lay down. All right, and we are back. First box, we got this one here from some company named Indianapolis Burgundy. I have no idea what it is. It's addressed to me. Oh my God, I just showed my address on the internet again. Ah! Right, Skeeter? Let's see if I can move this out of the way a little more so you can see her a little better. Right, Skeeter? Yeah, you're participating. You're helping out. You're helping out. I'm going to try to move the camera a little bit too, maybe. No, you're good. You can be sitting. There you go. Let's bust this one open and see what it is. I have no idea. Alright, it's heavy. Oh, I know what it is, looking at the size and shape of the box. It does not say who it came from, however, just the company name Indianapolis Burgundy. I don't know if that's who sent this, whoever it is, down in the video comments to this video. Make sure you tell me. Looking at the size of the box, I already know what it is. Yeah, and I was right. Oh, wow! it's not just any ordinary, because I've been using this knife blade here, which is from a busted old knife. It just sits in my desk drawer. That's convenient. But this is I guessed it, it's a pocket knife. And it says Duckman on it. I mean, that is just too awesome. I don't know who it was that sent this to me, but it looks like it was custom engraved. It's not printed. This is engraved into a wooden handle on it. I mean, this is really nice. It's a Swiss Army knife. I haven't had a Swiss Army knife since I was in high school. My neighborhood friend decided to liberate all of my neat little things like this and make them disappear, and then his brother stole them from him and sold them for drugs. So that's the story of my life. Yeah, that's how I lost a lot of things to friends. You know, you gotta, yeah. As they say, you know, keep your friends closer, you know, your enemies, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Your friends are the ones that are gonna rip you off. And there it is, look, a little hawk beak. This is awesome. Well, we're going to use this right now. And that's going to go in my pocket starting tomorrow, going to work. See that? You want it? The duck head fell down over here. I don't know if that's really on camera anyway. You guys really couldn't see it. It didn't really matter. All right, well, we got a box here from Jody up in Canada. Wonder what he sent you. Yeah, I wonder what he sent you. I think he told us an email, but I really don't remember. I get a lot of emails during the week now. Again, email is DuckmanCycles@duckshit.net. I don't put that in print anywhere. If you would like to email me, you can also go up to the website, duckshit.net, and look for the beta website testing. And there's a link there on the beta testing website that says contact. And you can actually fill out an email there too, just the same, in case you can't remember my address. But yeah, DuckmanCycles@duckshit.net. Nice and simple. What we got? Oh, I see what it is. Look, Skeeter! It's your evil cousin. It's a little rubber devil ducky. See if I can turn this light around a little differently here. I don't know if that'll help. Yeah, it helps a little bit. A rubber devil ducky. We float straight up. It must have a bottom weight on it. Rubber ducks. Ducks in a real saint. Duck sin. That's what it is. Should I or shouldn't I? Decisions need to be made. Everything seems tempting. They advertise it that way. Listen to your instincts, feeling proud when you walk away. Just do the right thing. You'll thank me one day. That's kind of the opposite of what I would expect a negative duck to say, but negaduck. That's right. You see negaduck? Look at him. Negaduck. Not to be confused with the one from Darkwing. Yeah, I was curious if it lights up or something, but I guess it doesn't. Well, you know, we're going to probably leave him in the package. Oh, no, he comes out of there really easy. All right, we're just going to pull him out of the package. I was going to leave him in there because I thought it was kind of novelty with all the stuff printed on it, but, oh my, that's in there pretty good. Oh, look what Daddy did. Daddy's smashing stuff, making all kinds of noise. And are you afraid? No, you're not afraid. You're a very, very tough duck. Yes, you are. Here we go. Look at that. All right. Yeah, he's got a bottom weight on him. I thought it might have been batteries or something for light up, but nope, that's kind of cool. We're going to put him above the mantle, which I really don't have a real mantle. What I've got is a TV that I built into the wall. So it has something that's like a mantle instead of a fireplace. However, you know, you've got a TV cabinet. It's kind of neat too, because you go down the hallway in my house here, and you open up the door, which looks like a closet, and there's the back of the TV. So you can make all your connections. You don't have to gut everything, and all the wires are down the back. There's no wires at all to be seen from in the living room. Anyway, this is the other ducks that they sell. I was curious what was in here. I figured that's what it was. It's kind of like a little checklist looking thing. In fact, that's exactly what it is. Every one of them has a little circle for you to check. So yeah, that's exactly what it is. It is a checklist for rubber ducks. What, you want another rubber duck? You want another rubber duck? Yeah, you want another one? You're so good. You are so good, Skeeter. We're going to let you have this one. There you go. We're going to take this and throw this in the can, too. All right, now for the big boxes. And I know what these are because I ordered these. This is something I was anticipating coming. Ooh, why am I splitting it there? I feel like the bottom's already splitting open. Yeah, the bottom is already split open. All right. This is good stuff. Look at this. A 5x130 hub. I wonder what that's for. And there's a second one right here. And going to leave that one in the box because we're actually going to put this all back in the box and slide it on the shelf because we're not going to use it today. This is a brake carrier. What you're looking at is the e-brake, and over here is where your caliper attaches to. 4-bolt pattern attaches this to a rear swing arm, or actually trailing arm on a Volkswagen Beetle. And well, actually, it's not intended for a Volkswagen Beetle. This is intended for a Porsche 924, and this is in really excellent shape. And giving it a sniff, it smells like the guy who used to have it sprayed brake cleaner on it and cleaned it up real nice, because it's actually really clean, much cleaner than you'd expect brake parts to be. So I've got 2 of these in here. Ooh, what else did he include? Oh, the little plastic clips and shit that hold the brake lines on the back. He wrapped that up individually. That was really nice. I'm probably going to throw that away, but it's nice to have it. Put that right here. We're going to take our 5-lug hub, 5x130, once again, Porsche size. This actually is off of a early Porsche 944, back when they used what was a modified Volkswagen Beetle trailing arm. We'll demonstrate all that in a little while towards the end of this video, but let me show you what else we've got here. We got a big box too. What's in the big box, Skeeter? No opinion? No opinion. Let's go ahead and get this one out the way. This is a little bit heavy. Put it on the floor, I'll stub my toe on it. Alright, in this big box. Oh, you know what? This is another one where the bottom of the box is falling out. Yep. We'll open it right here. Not quite. Try again. There it is. Okay, we got peanuts. These are the kind that you can eat. Yeah. Those are the ones that are made from cornmeal or whatever the hell it is. Some kind of starch. Now this is more than what I needed, but pull this out of here so you guys can get a good look at it. Some of the parts that are in this I required for part of the project. Some of it I did not. There's 2 of these in here. We'll get to the second one later. Let's move this out of the way. Get this Boomer's blanket out the way here too. Okay, what we've got here is a front hub, also for a Porsche 944. And you might say, hey, wait a minute, what are you doing with all these Porsche parts? Well, this hub happens to fit onto the front of Gregory's. So we're going to be upgrading all Gregory's brakes to Porsche parts, and these are a few more pieces of the puzzle. Now this is also attached to a 944 spindle, which is more than what I needed. I did not need this. Yeah, this is a whole lot more than what I needed. So a lot of this stuff is actually going to go away. We're not going to be using it. I'll probably part it back out and sell it off. 87 944 it says specifically. I think 86 had unique spindles for that year. Maybe it wasn't spindles, maybe it was hubs. I don't know. I'm not a big Porsche guy. Those of you out there probably you know. But this is going to be very important. I am going to need this to put those Porsche brakes on there. And if you remember a few weeks ago, we got them Porsche calipers, and they're actually sitting in here on the shelf right below where I'm filming. Let me show you a little bit about what we've got going on, since I anticipated all of this. Okay, this is a Volkswagen Beetle trailing arm. Now again, you might be saying, hey, why are you going to put a Volkswagen Beetle trailing arm on your bus? Well, because these can be made to fit. And it will upgrade your Volkswagen bus's swing axle rear suspension to IRS. And yes, I know, swing axle is independent rear suspension, aka IRS. But in the Volkswagen world, when you talk about IRS, you don't specifically mean swing axle. You mean the later generation of suspension, which used double jointed axles and used these really nice trailing arms here, which makes the rear end much more stable, much more solid. And it stops it from having all them weird cambering effects where your wheels do this kind of crap when you go over bumps or when you lower it or when you raise it. Just really silly things happen. This plate is normally stock on a Beetle. In this case, it's going to go away. And the reason why it's going away is because it's going to get replaced by the brake carrier. And I don't know if I got the right side here. Let's see. Actually, that could very well be the right one. Let me move the camera down a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Boop. Bring this around the other way. Yeah, you helping? Are you helping? I don't know if that's correct or not. You know what? This is the one for the wrong side. This one belongs on the opposite side. I can see what I did there now. Let's pull this one out of here real quick. Murphy's Law would have it, you know, that you're just going to have the wrong one the first time you grab her apart. Okay. Alright, this brake carrier should fit with the brake cable. E-brake goes on the bottom. Just like this. Now, you know what I'm doing here? This is what's wrong. I forgot. You got to pull this spacer out and put the damn thing on. And then push the spacer back into the seal. I don't know why it's that way and why it fits better that way, but there's an order of events and that's the way you do it. Okay, now these bolts that you see here from the old Volkswagen are still going to bolt in. They should go right into the same holes. Ooh, they might be a little bit short. Yeah, it looks like the carrier is thicker. Okay, we're going to need some longer bolts. That's something good to know. Going to need some longer bolts on there, but these Porsche hubs actually fit right over the Volkswagen axle splines. And then the Volkswagen axle nut, the one that everybody always has difficulty removing, goes right on here just like this. Yeah, now I have a complete brake system here on the back, ready to mount a disc, which I just happen to have. It's nice just having everything right here because there's a lot of different things. This is actually, yeah, it's actually the wrong disc on here. The one I'm supposed to have has a different offset on it. But that's okay. These are the ones for the Beetle. I'll get a different set for the bus. I bought 2 sets for the Beetle, and the reason why I did that, the only reason why, is because I wanted cross-drilled ones for the car show when I went in there last year. Because I think those are much showier. Even though you're probably not going to get any better performance out of them on something like a Beetle, the fact of the matter is I wanted these just for switching out. So I've got a spare set for the Beetle, so when those wear I can change them out, but I just wanted them for the show, so they're not that expensive, so I went ahead and got a second set. But anyway, this goes on here just like that, and then there's the right-hand side caliper, which I believe is not this one. And this will bolt right onto here. Ooh, these parts are starting to get heavy. They're going to pinch me and cut my fingers if I'm not careful. There it is. That's what it's going to look like when it's all together, except of course not as much space in here because I'm going to be using the correct set of discs. But all in all, this is my complete rear braking set. I've got everything for it now, except for the discs. Of course, I can order those. I can have them here in under a week. But, yeah, and of course, I need some miscellaneous bolts. Not a big deal. I'll just take these over to the bolt shop and get them about 1 inch longer. That should be just fine, I would think. Right, Skeeter? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. We'll get this all put together. We also need some mounting hardware, because there are no IRS pivot points on a bus. So I have to order up a kit for that just the same. And I believe the bus swing axle spring plates, they're going to be way too long to mount up to the Z-arm that's here. This trailing arm is also known as a Z-arm. I have a couple options. One is I can cut them and drill the holes and put them in there. Or you could buy a set that are already done. And that's probably what I'm going to do. I'll just pick up a set of those because it comes in a kit. And they're not too awfully expensive. I mean, they're not exactly cheap, but they're not too awfully expensive. And I can have a complete IRS rear suspension system on a bus, which is going to allow me to lower it without having any of the stupid cambering effects that we would have otherwise. So you will see me very near future pulling out Gregory's transmission and upgrading all that stuff with, well, with a lot of parts that I have. And it turned out I just needed some of these extra Porsche parts, and because I've been shopping around for good deals over the last several months, I've gotten some really good prices, so this stuff hasn't really cost me that much. When I did it on the Beetle, I was in a little more of a hurry. I was trying to get everything together so that way I could give Adam enough time to get the machine work done to get it done before the show. So I spent a lot more money on the Beetle. But when it comes to the bus, I've actually done better. It's cost me less. Right, Skeeter? Yeah, you're helping Daddy, aren't you? We're going to pull this all back apart because this doesn't need to be together right now. Pull that right back off of there. Pull this back out of here. And put that nut back on there. Well, you know what? Let's put this back on first. And remember, this has to come out. And then this has an up. Actually, this one is not oriented up or down. Some of them are. This one does not have an up or a down. Sometimes they have an up or down, and how they work is there's a little drip hole on it. And in case you're, well, you know, in this case, the gear oil doesn't make its way to the axles like it does on a swing axle. So I guess it wouldn't matter on an IRS. But in case the gear oil makes its way down and starts leaking past the seal, there's actually a little hole that comes out the bottom and allows the gear oil to come out without going into your brakes. So in case you have a leaky seal, that's the alternative way for the oil to get out. Right, Skeeter? You be a good girl, Skeeter. Yes, you are. Very, very good girl. Alright, put that last bolt back in here. We're going to put that spacer back in where it belongs. Put our nut back on there. And then Daddy has to wipe down the counter because there's grease all over everything, including Daddy's hands. Yeah, look, made a mess. Made a mess, yeah. Made a dirty mess. Well, everybody, you don't need to watch me put everything away. Thanks for watching, really do appreciate you. If you'd like to mail me something, hit up duckshit.net. It's up here in the corner of the video. Make sure that you look for the address on the page. Send me anything that you want. We'll review it here in video. That includes sponsors. If you want me to review something, you know, make sure you tell me what channel you want me to review it on. If you just want me to open the package here, I can do that. Or if you want me to open the package and then move it over to the other channel where I can demonstrate the product on DuckmanCycles VW Garage, we'll do that just the same. Heck, if you happen to be some pet company and you want me to demonstrate a harness for Skeeter the Duck, we can do that just the same. We'll open the box here, we'll go over to Skeeter's channel, and we'll demonstrate the product. So you guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Well, I'm out in the fastback today. What a terrible, terrible day to be out here. But I wanted to do it. I'll probably have it out this weekend anyway because this weekend is tech session. But today was one of those days you wake up in the morning and you go outside, you know, 8 o'clock and it's already 90 degrees. That's pretty big departure from what we've been experiencing here lately, where it's been in the low to mid 70s, you know, halfway through the morning even. It doesn't hit 90 until noon or sometimes even later. Well, today we're off to get my mail, but I ended up having 2 of my friends talk to me in the interim, and we're gonna go out for some beer and chicken wings. It's been a long time since I've seen one of the guys. He's actually my best friend, and we go back to 2000, 2001, 2002, somewhere in there. I guess we're pushing 20 years. I can't believe it's been that long. He and I have been through a lot of things over that 20 years. But I haven't hardly seen him. The last several years, haven't hardly seen him at all. He's just living our own lives. We've both lived in all kinds of different places, and we always manage to end up moving nearby to each other, no matter where we've lived in the country. We've even roommated a couple times. But anyway, I'm also going to go head over to Rob. Rob and I were going to start our own little TV show together. We were going to do something on YouTube, but now that YouTube is doing all the censorship stuff, probably not a good place for us, because we were going to put together a kind of a YouTube show of smut. And when I say smut, I mean, like, you know, we're going out drinking, we act a little stupid, talk a little trashy, and then the next morning you see what you've woken up with. That kind of stuff. A little trashy, you know, and I mean, that's what you see on TV anymore. But because the 2 of us are always playing off on each other and the stuff that we always say, we're both from the Northeast, it just seemed like a a natural thing for the two of us to do. We both have a very similar sense of humor. So anyway, I don't know how much of him we'll have on video here, but we'll see. I wonder how many people are going to piss me off on the road today. I mean, that was a dumb maneuver. Pull right the hell out in front of traffic and then go slow. Dummy. Oh, it's nice to be in this. And when you're moving at speed, it's not particularly hot. It's actually not too bad. But when you're stopped, oh boy, does it get hot. And that's where my air conditioner comes into play. This sucker works really, really nicely. I just kind of lay it on the passenger seat. I got both the fans pointed up at me. And it really does get the job done. It'll keep you from wanting to kill yourself due to the heat. This transmission is still acting a little weird in here. So this winter I'm going to take it all apart. Yeah, I'm done trying to figure it out. It's in the transmission. I know it is. And if I got to take it all apart anyway, I've said it once before, I'm just going to put in an IRS transmission from a later model Beetle, which has a higher gear ratio, which makes this thing more fun to drive around town without having to get the revs up so much. And at the same time, it'll get rid of the swing axle rear suspension, convert it to an IRS. And yeah, I know, swing axle is independent rear suspension, but that's not the point. The point is, when they upgraded to double jointed axles, it became known as the IRS suspension. So that's what I'm going to do to this. I got to make a jig. I'm going to do it off of one of the floor pans that I have. And then put it onto the subframe that goes here on the Type 3. Put in the pivot points, and then the rest of it's all bolt together. So that's the goal anyway. I also have to do the same thing to my split window bus. And as a matter of fact, I got to do it to my sand rail also. A lot of people don't know that I have a sand rail, but I do. It's way in the backyard. It needs a complete do-over. I mean, everything on it needs to be cleaned up and gone over. But because it's a sand rail, you know, there's not really a whole lot of rust. It's just a tube chassis. The rain doesn't puddle up anywhere, it just runs off. So it just needs love. Love, new brakes, convert the rear end to IRS, and fix the damn geometry. I don't know who the idiot was that built the frame, but when they built it, they very foolishly mounted the frame horns in the rear where the transmission and engine goes, pointed kind of downwards. Why would you point it downwards like that? It causes the engine to drag. Stupid. If anything, it should have been up a little bit, or at least level. Level's where it should be. So anyway, I gotta fix that. So I have to cut the frame and weld it back together. The rest of the frame seems to be done right, but that part was just a total bodge job. So yeah, I'll fix that up. But again, if I'm going to be putting on the swing axle to IRS, doing the modification, and I've got the jigs already made, why not just upgrade all that at the same time? So that's exactly what we're going to do. This is a part of town that I've never taken you guys to. That was Davis that we just crossed. Up ahead here is, if I haven't already crossed it, I might have. So you know the kind of neighborhood that we're in. It's a little rough over here. I wouldn't want to spend too much time in one place late at night. I don't remember where the hell I'm going here. I think I marked it on my phone. Am I in the right spot at all? Jeez, I have no idea. Not lost. I know exactly where I am. I just don't know where he's at. checked the GPS, and it looks like I put a star where he lives, so it's only a few blocks ahead and I gotta turn left. He's a building contractor, so he's got his truck all full of junk right now, so he doesn't want to drive it. Can't leave it in the parking lot without somebody stealing your stuff. Alright, I think we turn here. Transmission seems to be behaving itself, but earlier it was I couldn't find third and fourth gear, and then when I was driving I was trying to put it back into first second as I was slowing down, and I couldn't find first second, and it will go into reverse without pulling the lockout trigger. That's not good. Very bad combination. Anyway, all of a sudden it settled itself, and now it seems to be behaving. I think we're in the right spot over here. This is another one of those places I've never been during the day. Is that him over there? Yeah, I think that's him right over here. Yeah, we're here. Interesting. I've got the wrong spot marked on the map. Well, let's see what he's at.